Welcome to Temple Builders Carpentry. Temple Builders. We problem solvers. Temple Builders, safety first. Okay, Temple Builders, today we talking about joist spacing, okay? Now let's say that we already built our concrete foundation, right? Let's look over here. This is our concrete foundation, all right? Now we come out one morning, the concrete foundation is already built. First thing we need to do is we need to check for square, okay? Now how we do that is, okay, we want to do the 3, 4, 5 method, okay, or any multiple of the 3, 4, 5 method. For example, for a big structure like this, let's say we're doing a residential home, okay, moderate size, medium size, okay, I would do a multiple of the 3, 4, 5, which is you'll go 3 times 2, okay, is 6. So you got to use the 2 all the way across the board, right? So you'll do 4 times 2 is 8. And 5 times 2 is 10. So that's your 6, 8, 10 method. Now, we'll be using the 6, 8, 10 because we're doing a pretty medium-sized home, okay? So what I do is put my tape measure right here at the corner, okay? And run it out right here, 6 foot. Then come back to the same corner and run this away, 8 foot. And then your diagonal leg or your hypotenuse should be 10 foot, okay? And like I said, or if I ain't said it yet, but in construction, you're allowed 1/8 of an inch, okay? Now, 1/8 of an inch allowance or a variation. Now, also, once I do that, and I look at my 6, 8, 10 method, and it is square, I'll do the diagonal corners, okay? I go, put me a tape measure right here, running from this corner to the diagonal corner, okay, over here. Then get the tape measure over here, okay, hook it right here, and pull it over here to this corner. And that's how you checking square. And I believe that's the more accurate method for checking square, is your diagonals, okay? And like I said before, you allow the 1/8 of an inch variance in construction because basically nothing's perfect, okay? Now, if it's off an 1/8 of an inch, you good to build. Now let's keep on going. Let's move over here for a second. We're gonna come back to that other drawing, okay? Now this down here, this is my foundation. Now let's move our way up, going through the components, okay? Now if we come on up here, okay, we're gonna run into, but before we do that, of course, in our concrete foundation, we got vertical rebar, we got horizontal rebar, okay? It's not in this drawing. I didn't draw that. But if you look right here, you see these dashed red lines, okay? That's your J bolt. So it's shaped like a J, the letter J. And that's for your horizontal rebar, okay? Your J bolt can hook onto your horizontal rebar, okay? In turn, it's keeping your seal plate attached to the foundation. All right, let's go back to the concrete foundation. Let's move our way up. Now, as we move up, first thing we're gonna run into is this. If this is required when you're building a home, sometimes it's not required, but a termite shield. As you move up, you come to a termite shield. This termite shield can be galvanized steel, or would it be a better scenario, it would be copper, okay? Now, look over here, termite shield. This would be the best scenario to use copper. And copper is also a biocide, okay? And it's also antimicrobial. So, and it also kills bacteria, yeast, and viruses. So copper is an amazing metal, okay? And it deters insects as well. So that's why you use copper as your termite shield. Also in the medical field, all right, in hospitals, they normally use, I believe, stainless steel or aluminum as their doorknobs and, you know, for counters and things of that nature. Copper seems to be, I've read, the more better option because it's antimicrobial, okay? I ain't gonna get off subject. Let's go back over here. Okay, let's look back over here. Now, as we come to the termite shield. Then above your termite shield, you got your seal sealer. I was gonna I got some seal sealer, but I didn't bring it. It's usually a little foam, little pad, okay? Because your foundation is not gonna be perfect, okay? It's gonna be close to being perfect. But if you look at the top of your foundation wall closely, it has what they call undulations, or it's wavy, So that's why your seal sealer will make up for that, because of the foam, and it will make up for that irregularity. That's what I'm looking for. Your seal sealer helps to make up for that irregularity, and also your seal sealer is a capillary break, okay, which means it prevents water from getting into your seal plate here, your pressure treated seal plate, because we know concrete is porous, or it has micro pores. There's perfect, pores are these small, very small holes, micro pores, very small holes that allows water to climb up, and it can get into your seal plate, your pressure treated lumber right here, okay, if you don't have a capillary break. And that's what your seal sealer is for. Now it can be foam, or you can go more expensive and get a type of rubber seal sealer I've seen, okay? Let's keep on going. Of course, your seal plate right here is going to be pressure treated lumber rated for ground contact. Now, if you look right here, you see my J bolts, right? These are my anchor bolts. Okay, here go my anchor bolt too, right here. That's attached to my horizontal rebar. Now these anchor bolts have to be a minimum of a 1/2 inch, okay, in diameter by 7 inches in length, okay, minimum. Okay, this is according to code, right? Now these measurements that I give you, that I say that's according to code, it's on you to go back and check that, okay? Whatever I'm telling you here, you need to go back and check it yourself, all right? Now, let's keep on going. As we move on up, we come here to our joist, okay? Now, we can use, 2x10 for our joist. But look at our spacing. We're running 16 on center spacing. But as you put your tape right here in the corner and you pull, okay, getting ready to mark your layout for your joist, because this is what we're talking about, this is video talking about. Okay, you're gonna mark at 15 1/4 first, okay? Normally what they would do traditionally, you'll run your tape from the corner out. You'll come to 15 1/4, make your crow's foot, okay? Put you a nail right there at your 15 1/4. Then hook your tape measure at that nail, and then run your tape measure out, and then you can go 16 on center from there, okay? That's what they would do traditionally. Now the reason why you go 15 1/4, if you did not do the 15 1/4, you see this is either OSB paneling or plywood paneling. What we're doing here is we're shortening, okay, our joist spacing by 3/4 of an inch, okay? That happens to be exactly half the width of my 2x10 joist here, okay? We're shortening it. If we don't shorten, okay, our spacing right here at 15 1/4, our paneling won't have no backing, okay? So look how this paneling is breaking halfway on this joist. If we add 3/4 of an inch, it will move over to where this panel don't have nothing to sit on, okay, at the edge right here. So that's why you shorten your length 3/4 of an inch at the beginning of your measurements. Now, if you've seen my video, my journey as a carpenter, Okay, if you haven't seen, you need to go see it. I talked about how I used to watch Larry Hahn videos when I first started off, because my community college teacher had Larry Hahn playing in the class one day. Okay, I used to watch Larry Hahn videos. Like Larry Hahn talks about the efficient carpenter, right? So he talks about where you can get your paneling and break it halfway on your joist right here, and then cut out the 15 1/4 and just run from the corner 16 on center. Okay, he's, according to Larry Hahn, if you move your paneling over right here 3/4 of an inch, break it right here, it doesn't harm the structural integrity of the building. Okay, I believe he had a book called The Efficient Carpentry. Okay, if that's not right, you can say in the comments. I bought that book, but let's continue on. I don't have no problem with that. Me personally, I like everything lined up. Okay, but we're gonna continue on. Okay, so like I said before, you go 15 1/4, then put your nail, run your tape, then 16 on center from there. Now your layout is starting from the left. Okay, it's starting from the left. So as I lay out, you see right here, I put my, okay, you'll have your speed square to hook right there and make your mark, your line. Boom, make my line. And look at my X. My X is right here. It's on the right of that line. Boom, put my X on the right of that line. Now on the other side, okay, when you're laying out from this perspective, your X would be on the left of the line. On the other, when you go to mark the other side, from this perspective, we're looking from this perspective. Okay, now let's keep on going. We got 3/4 inch by 4 foot by 8 foot, either OSB plywood, right? Okay, when laying out, a floor unit joist placement is marked on seal plate. Okay, we just talked about that. We mark it on seal plate. Also, what we forgot to talk about is our anchor bolt spacing. Okay, now when you, from the corner, your anchor bolts need to be 12 inches from your corners. Okay, and also at breaks, that's basically 1 foot. Anywhere there's a joint in your seal plate, your anchor bolts need to be 12 inches from that joint, and it also need to be 12 inches from your corner. And your spacing, your anchor bolts spaced 4 foot on center for 2-story homes and 6 foot for 1-story home. Okay, so it's a 1-story home, so I'd be spacing my anchor bolts 6 foot on center. All right, now let's come over here and take a look at this before we go. Now, look how our joist is running. This is what we're gonna have. It's gonna be lapping at our beam. This is a built-up beam, okay? With a built-up beam, is just, let's say we can use 2 by 12. We have 2 of them. We have 3 of them. Make sure that your joints are staggered, okay? When building this built-up beam. Now, when they made this foundation or the concrete foundation wall, they made the shape right here for my beam pocket, okay? There's a beam pocket right here that was made when they placed my concrete. So I allow my beam to go in here. In this beam pocket, your concrete beam, not a concrete beam, but your wooden, your built-up beam has to sit on at least 3 inches of bearing surface, 3 inches or 3.5 inches of bearing surface, okay? And look right here, I got a wood post right here that's sitting on my footing or a pier. Now, we don't have to use this wood post. We can use a lolly column, okay? That's a metal, basically just a metal column. Okay, now jack posts, they're temporary. Okay, is anything that I need to go over besides that? All right, I think I held y'all enough. Oh, let's not forget about this right here. You see the joist right here? When they cross your beam, they need to overlap about 6 inches right here. when we doing it this way, okay? When we run our joist this way, and they overlap at the beam, they need to overlap 6 inches. I've also read somewhere they need to be between 3 to 6 inches. I would say 6 inches. Okay, also, you can run your joist to where they meet head to head at the beam. They butt end to end. The end grain butt each other. But if you do it that way, you're gonna have to have a mending plate, okay? A metal plate on both sides right there at your joint. Okay, I've seen it that way too. All right, so if you wanna tribute to Temple Builders expanding, okay, you can look in the description box. There's a Cash App in the description box. Also, if you like this information, hit the like button, subscribe, become my apprentice, Temple Builders.